Hello. Hello. I was not planning to come on tonight, everybody, but I had such a fun document I had to share. Yes, no, we'll just do a short one tonight. But it's too good. It's just too good. I couldn't wait. Yes, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome. Oh my gosh, we're doing a little bonus one tonight, everybody. It was just too good. So let me get it organized. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend so far. Yes, of course. This is just absolutely fascinating. I pulled this out of a Florida court. This is a lawsuit against Mark Meadows. He's being sued. I know. It was just filed yesterday. So I came across it. I was like, I just have to share it with everybody. I just couldn't keep it to myself. It's just too good. It's too good. So we have a really interesting suit. Let me go get his picture real quick. So here's the picture. I know, Frank, I know. Here's Mark Meadows right here. Don't be scared, everybody, but here he is. He just got sued. He just got sued yesterday. I know. I'll put the picture away now. There we go. Put it away. But it's such an interesting lawsuit. I just had to come on and go through it. It's very short, everybody. So we'll have just kind of a little brief pop-up live here to go through it. But it's very interesting. Yes, very interesting situation going on here. So let me, yes, the filter slipped his face. That's so weird. I try to not have any filters on when I am looking through my documents. So now I'm wondering which filter is on. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So, yes, let me write my sticky note out. So, Mr. Meadows is being sued by All Seasons Press, which is a small company out of like the Getty's Images company. Yes, and he cheated us. Well, maybe. They are suing him because of a book that he wrote. Yes, hello, Deborah. Hello. Yes, this is kind of a last minute pop in, everyone. I hope that's all right, but I had to share. I think it's such a very interesting case here. So it's short, but I think it's mighty. I was putting together a couple of posts on it, and I thought, I just have to share. So this is his lawsuit. He is being sued for millions of dollars, everybody. Millions of dollars. Yikes. Oh my gosh. It was filed on the 3rd here. So very short complaint. We'll be just going through it. Yes. I'm just gonna go through it. Oh, hello, Tay. Yes. I know. We all need it. We all need a break. Absolutely. Ooh, black. Yes, the black felt tip. I thought, just break it out for tonight. Yes. All right. So here we go, everyone. I'm just going to dive right in because this is kind of a short, moment here that I had to come on and share. So here's what's happened. This lawsuit was filed just yesterday and by All Seasons Press, and they filed it in Sarasota County in Florida, and this is their civil division. So I doubt he'll reimburse them. That's an interesting question, though, isn't it? So he's being sued. Now, I'll read through this complaint with everybody. It's very short, actually. But so Mark Meadows was... He was given some advances to write a book about his job as chief of staff, right? So he wrote this book, and apparently some of the statements in the book the publisher thinks may be false. So this has come out because Mark Meadows is seeking or has received immunity regarding what has been going on. So because of this immunity now, they're suing him to get back the retainer, and they've actually pulled the book off the shelves on November 2nd. So they have suffered a whole bunch of losses for it. So they are now suing him for that. So it's very interesting. He wrote fanfic, kind of seems like it. So let me take you through. Let me take you through this petition here. Yes, it is. It's very embarrassing. That's why I had to come on and share. I had to share. I couldn't help myself. So here we go. It'll just be a short live tonight, everybody. But of course, I just had to share. So they are asking for a jury trial along with millions of dollars. So let's get into this. Oh, my goodness. All right, now comes plaintiffs, All Seasons Press, by and through its undersigned counsel against defendant Mark Meadows, and states as follows. Introduction. This case arises from Meadows' breach of a publishing agreement with the ASP, pursuant to which ASP published a book authored by Meadows entitled The Chief's Chief. Like that's a great name. Oh my gosh. In the agreement, Meadows, the former White House chief of staff under President Donald J. Trump, promised and represented that all statements contained in the work are true and based on reasonable research for accuracy, and that he has not made any misrepresentation to the publisher about the work. So these kinds of statements can be difficult. Yes, hello, Vicky. Hello, Sarah. Number 2, as detailed below, upon information and belief, Meadows breached those warranties, causing ASP to suffer significant monetary and reputational damage when the media widely reported on October 24th of 2023 that Meadows told Special Prosecutor Jack Smith and or his staff investigating the January 6th insurrection and attack at the United States Capitol, and testified before a federal grand jury under oath in exchange for immunity from prosecution that he had warned President Trump against claiming this had occurred, corrupted the electoral votes cast in the 2020 presidential election, and that neither he nor former President Trump actually believed such claims. Yes, indeed. So they were fine with it when it was making the money. Exactly, Adam, exactly. Meadows' reported statements to the special prosecutor and or his staff and his reported grand jury testimony squarely contradict the statements in his book, one central theme of which is that President Trump was the true winner of the 2020 election, and that it was stolen and rigged with the help of allies in the liberal media, who ignored actual evidence of fraud right there in plain sight for anyone to access and analyze, leading to the wrongful election of President Biden. Yes, can you imagine? So he wrote this in a book. He wrote this in his book, and they're saying, well, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I think something else is going on here. So let's take a look. The details get even better. Yes, it is very interesting. Parties, jurisdiction, and venue. So ASP is the publisher here. So it's a Delaware limited liability company with its principal place of business here in Florida. Upon information and belief, Meadows resides in South Carolina. Subject matter jurisdiction is proper in this court under these statutes in Florida, as this action is for damages that exceed $50,000. So that is their small claims amount there, exclusive of interest and attorney's fees. Personal jurisdiction and venue are proper in this court under different statutes here, as this matter is governed by a contractual forum selection clause, providing that any lawsuit between the parties shall be filed in the federal or state courts located in the Middle District of Florida, and the parties hereby consent to such jurisdiction. With Travis, no! Maybe he knows where Travis is. Does he know where Travis is? Oh my gosh, Travis. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, here are the statement of facts, everybody. Oh my goodness. The agreement and payment of the first two installments of the advance. ASP is a recently formed small independent book publisher which has devoted significant time and expense developing a reputation in the market for honesty and integrity. Uh-oh. Since launching, ASP has focused on conservative writers and trailblazing women in business and financial innovation. So here is footnote number 1. And it says, ASP has published works including Tucker by Chadwick Moore, Levi's Unbuttoned, The Woke Mob Took My Job But Gave Me My Voice by Jennifer Say. That's quite a title. Fearless, Wilma Sauce and the America's Forgotten Investor Movement by Janice Taftleet and Robert Wright. The Bodies of Others, The New Authoritarians, COVID-19 and the War Against the Humans by Naomi Wolf. These are books, okay, everybody? They're listing out the books. And The Money Confusion, How Illiteracy About Currencies and Inflation Sets the Stage for Crypto Revolution by John Tamney. At present, the company is in discussion to publish a book on the U.S. government's elimination of this person of clandestine military operations, as well as an account of the extraordinary efforts of the U.S. diplomatic and security services to convince nations to ban these kinds of products in their telecommunications infrastructure. The woke mob took my job. I know, right? It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's their footnote. Meadows served as the White House chief of staff under President Trump and stated publicly numerous times that he agreed with Trump that the 2020 situation was stolen via this kind of thing here. On January 9th, just 3 days after the January 6th attack, Meadows signed the agreement with True Roads Books, so TRB, a copy of which is submitted herewith as Exhibit A, pursuant to which Meadows agreed to deliver the TRB for publication, a manuscript between 65,000 and 75,000 words for a book entitled The Chief's Chief. Yeah, that's the camping first. I went camping, then was never heard of again. TRB later assigned its publishing rights in the book to ASP by assignment dated September 21st of 2021, and ASP issued all payments to Meadows in connection with the publication of the book, which he accepted. So he had multiple accepted payments here. We'll see how this turns out. Spoiler, it's hilarious, in my humble opinion. I find it to be hilarious. At the time of the assignment, ASP anticipated that Meadows would follow the tradition of other former President Chief of Staff's accounts of their time as the gatekeepers for the President of the United States. Instead, Meadows chose to emphasize events from the 2020 election through the January 6th attack. One of the book's primary theses is that President Trump was the true winner here, and that this was stolen by President Biden through widespread this. Chapter 15 of the book, entitled The Long Con, begins with this sentence: I knew he didn't lose, capital letters in the original at the book at page 243, and chronicles how the 2022 presidential election, I think this is a typo. There are a few typos, everybody, was stolen from this person and was rigged with the help of allies in the liberal media who ignored actual evidence of fraud right there in plain sight for anyone to access and analyze. Meadows concludes, quote, in time, it became clear that the media's plan, the long con, had worked. Describing the liberal media and fake news, Meadows writes, it was one thing for them to rig the election and get away with it, but even for them, bragging about the theft would be a bridge too far. So they're quoting his book, all right? Meadows quotes former President Trump as stating, quote, Mark, he would say to me, look, if I lost, I would have no problem admitting it. I would sit back and retire and probably have a much easier life. But I didn't lose. People need me to get back to work. We're not done yet. Meadows adds, he was absolutely correct. Like, all right. Oh dear, poor Meadows. In chapter 16 of the book, entitled The Ride Out, Meadows repeats this central theme of his book. As President Trump has often said, he would have had no problem admitting that he lost the race if he really did believe that the American people had gone to the polls on this day and cast one ballot each and come together in a show of support for Biden, just as they had done for him 4 years earlier. He would have called to congratulate the Biden campaign, invited the new president to the White House, and then cheerfully resumed the wonderful life of luxury that he had given up to serve as our president in the first place. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot, everybody. That's a lot. That's a lot. But that is not what he believed happened. The election had been this, and his primary means of getting that message out to the American people. The president's Twitter feed had been taken away. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. All right. Section 19 of the agreement, so the publishing agreement here, entitled Author's Warranties, Meadows warrants that all statements contained in the work are true and based on reasonable research for accuracy, and that he has not made any misrepresentations to the publisher about the work. In the book's prologue entitled Hanging Around, Meadows assured readers that the statements in the book are accurate. He relates former President Trump's request regarding the book. The president asked only that I get the truth out with the book. Oh my goodness. In section 20 of the agreement entitled Indemnities and Insurance, Meadows agrees to indemnify and hold harmless the publisher from and against all liabilities, damages, costs, expenses, including reasonable attorney's fees, judgments, penalties, or losses which may be incurred by the publisher in connection with any claim, action, or proceeding arising from any breach of the agreement. Okay. Section 4 of the agreement provides that ASP shall pay Meadows an advance against all amounts accruing to him under the agreement or any other agreement between Meadows and ASP of $350,000 payable as follows. $116,667 upon the execution of the agreement, $116,667 upon the publisher's acceptance of the manuscript for the work, and $116,666 upon the publication of the work. Section 3A of the agreement provides that ASP will inform the author in writing within 45 days following publisher's receipt of the complete manuscript whether it was acceptable or not. Section 23 of the agreement provides that it is the entire agreement between the parties and supersedes all prior agreements and understandings with respect to the subject matter hereof. And the author acknowledges that the author has not relied on any understanding or agreement not set forth in this agreement. Section 23 further provides that the agreement shall not be modified except in writing by the party charged therewith, and that no written waiver of any term or condition of this agreement shall excuse the performance of any act other than those specifically referred to therein. Section 24 of the agreement provides that Florida law to govern the agreement and states that any lawsuit shall be filed in the federal or state courts located in the Middle District of Florida and that the parties consent to such jurisdiction. This complaint is filed in accordance with Section 24 of the agreement. In accordance with the terms of the agreement, ASP timely made payments to Meadows, the first two $116,667 installments of the advance, with the third and final installment due on publication of the book. ASP proceeded in good faith under the agreement in the face of speculation that Meadows began cooperating with the January 6th attack investigators and might change his story. In mid-November of 2021, Meadows did not appear for a deposition before the United States House of Representatives Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack. By the end of November of 2021, media outlets reported that Meadows decided to cooperate with the committee, at least to some degree. Several media outlets published that Meadows had turned on President Trump and likely changed his story, that they both believed the widespread situation led to Congress wrongfully confirming President Biden as the winner of this situation. By letter dated December 6th of 2021, ASP through counsel advised Meadows. It has come to ASP's attention through widespread media reporting that the book may contain misstatements concerning former President Trump. ASP further advised that it intended to proceed with the publication of the book pending an investigation, but that ASP would withhold the final $116,666 installment of the advance until the matter was satisfactorily resolved, and was not waiving any of its rights under the agreement or other applicable law, which it expressly reserved. By December 7th of 2021, media reported that Meadows had again reversed his position and was no longer cooperating with the committee, which threatened him with contempt proceedings as it had done with Steve Bannon, whom a grand jury indicted for contempt of Congress just weeks earlier. On December 10th of 2021, Meadows' counsel, Foster and Smith, responded by letter signed by Blake Meadows, who, upon information and belief, is Meadows' son. Okay. The letter demanded payment of the final installment of the advance, $116,666, and stated in relevant part, Mr. Meadows is aware of the specious allegations that were published regarding a portion of the book which was taken out of context and which have already been addressed by both Mr. Meadows and former President Trump in multiple press releases. The publisher is suing Meadows. The letter also, implies that ASP was somehow responsible for the negative publicity because someone on its end leaked the book to the press. B states that ASP had not adequately complied with the unidentified specific manner of both reporting and addressing any claims of falsity, defamation, or any other claims regarding the content of the book. And C, can this be filed under a bankruptcy so he doesn't have to pay? It's possible. It's possible, depending on when he files bankruptcy. It could absolutely be possible. C states that Meadows had not received notice of the assignment to ASP of publishing rights in the book, but for the purposes of this letter, Mr. Meadows will take you at your word that ASP is a valid successor in interest to the agreement. ASP's knowledge, no one subject to its control leaked the book to the press, and the claim that it somehow caused negative press is incomprehensible and false. B, it acted properly to investigate the truthfulness of Meadows' statement in the book, including by speaking directly with Meadows, Trump, and others. And C, Meadows knew about the assignment and accepted all payments made by ASP. On December 14th of 2021, the United States House of Representatives voted to hold Meadows in criminal contempt of Congress and referred the matter to the United States Department of Justice. After conducting the appropriate due diligence and based upon repeated assurances from Meadows that the facts in the book were true, ASP published the book, and on or about February 11th of this is a typo here, paid Meadows the remaining installment of the advance for a total advance of $350,000. Yes, this was a book that Mark Meadows wrote about being chief of staff. It's called The Chief's Chief because that's what the name of it is. ASP is the publisher. Reportedly, in exchange for immunity from prosecution, Meadows is said to have sworn an oath that he and President Trump knowingly and intentionally lied about the 2020 results. Beginning in mid-2022, rumors circulated in the media that Meadows' behavior was consistent with that of a cooperating witness, such that he likely was secretly cooperating fully with the special prosecutor and or his staff investigating the January 6th attack. As a result, public interest in the book, the truth of which was increasingly in doubt, precipitously declined, and ASP sold only approximately 60,000 of the 200,000 first printings of the book. Yikes. After more than a year of speculation, the media widely reported on October 24th of 2023 that Meadows A. spoke with the special prosecutor and or his staff at least 3 times in 2023, and B. testified before a federal grand jury under oath in exchange for immunity from prosecution, that he warned former President Trump against claiming that the election had corrupted the electoral votes that were cast in the 2020 situation, and that neither he nor former President Trump actually believed such claims. So that's an admission here. If such media reports are accurate, Meadows testified under oath that his book contains known falsehoods in clear and direct breach of the warranties contained in the agreement, that all statements in the book are true and based on reasonable research for accuracy, and that Meadows has made no misrepresentations to the publisher about the book. With the media supplying ever increasingly credible information that Meadows lied in the book to clear breach of the agreement and the warranties that he made therein, ASP, having heard nothing from Meadows and without contacting the special prosecutor, which would have rendered ASP vulnerable to accusations or attempting to interfere with the investigation, determined that it was ethically obliged and pulled the book off the market on November 2nd. That's a big moment when you're actually pulling the book off the shelf, everybody. Yikes. Didn't see this one coming. No, I didn't either. ASP has suffered net out-of-pocket damages greater than $600,000 in connection with its publication and promotion of the book. The cost to publish the book over and above $350,000 advance paid to Meadows, including... So this is where we start getting into crunching some numbers, everybody. So this is what they're seeking in damages. $51,500 paid to a writer and researcher to assist Meadows. $545,426 to the printer. $131,772 for marketing, PR, and advertising. $17,900 for design and art. $22,595 for distribution, fulfillment, shipping, and storage, and $11,445 for other publishing and sales-related expenses. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, everybody. It's a lot. But it becomes more. All right, tea break. Just one moment, please. Yeah, there have been a couple of typos for sure in here. A little bit here and there, but yeah, it's all right. It happens. All right, so we've got those numbers, but then they get into further numbers. By Meadows' improper conduct, he also prevented ASP, a small independent publisher, good evening, from enjoying the benefits of the agreement, namely recouping its significant out-of-pocket expenses relating to the publications and marketing of the book and any profits therefrom, the loss of which damages ASP's ability to support other conservative and innovative authors' voices in accordance with its mission. Meadows' wrongful conduct has also caused ASP to suffer and continue to suffer damage to its reputation in the market for honesty and integrity. Count 1, breach of contract. ASP realleges paragraphs 1 through 50 and incorporates them herein by reference. Meadows entered into the agreement with ASP as set forth above for good and valuable consideration. Of course, consideration is an element needed in order to have a contract. Here, upon information and belief, Meadows breached the agreement and author's warranties by either A, intentionally including in the book statements he knew were untrue and making misrepresentations to ASP about their truth, or B, impairing, preventing, or intervening or interfering with ASP's full and exclusive enjoyment of its right to recoup its expenses and in profits under the agreement by telling prosecutors and or a grand jury that his story about President Trump's stated beliefs about the election were untrue. Yikes. Meadows' statements regarding the 2020 situation in the book on the one hand, and his reported statements to and discussion with the special prosecutor and his grand jury testimony on the same topic on the other hand, cannot both be true. Yikes. As a direct result of Meadows' breach of the agreement, ASP is entitled to recover from Meadows the $350,000 advance expectation damages in the amount to be proven at trial, which are estimated to exceed $1 million net out-of-pocket damages, including costs for printing, a ghostwriter and researcher to assist Meadows, marketing, PR and advertising, design and art, storage company fees, and others in an amount exceeding $600,000, reputational harm in the amount exceeding $1 million, plus reasonable attorney's fees and costs previously incurred in relation to Meadows' claim for entitlement to the final installment of the advance, and for the pursuit of this action in an amount to be proven at trial. Yikes, that's a lot of money, everybody. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. Prayer for relief. So this is specifically what they're asking for. Number 1, restitution of $350,000 for the advance, but that may not duplicate any other damages awarded. Number 2, expectation damages in the form of lost profits in the amount to be proven at trial exceeding $1 million. Give it all back. Yeah, exactly. Yikes. 3, out-of-pocket damages in the amount exceeding $600,000. 4, incidental damages, including damage to ASP's reputation in the amount exceeding $1 million. 5, attorney's fees and the costs in this case pursuant to Section 20 of the agreement and as available under applicable law. And 6, such other relief as the court deems just and proper, dated November 3rd. Yikes! That's a lot. That's a lot. Right. So we have 1 million. We have another 1 million. We have 600,000, 350 for the original piece. So expectation of damages over $1 million, out of pocket 600,000, incidental 1 million, and then attorney's fees. I don't know how much that would be, but we've got, I'm not good at math, everybody, okay? So 950K plus another 2 million. So about 3 million plus is what they're asking. Yikes. Yes, bankruptcy. Yeah, about $1 gazillion. This be a jury trial. Well, that's what they've requested. They have requested a jury trial, which makes sense, especially when they're trying to assess this kind of harm that's been done. So a jury trial has been demanded. Who's going to pay all of that? That's a great question. That's a great question. I have no idea. This dude's in trouble. He's in a bit of trouble, everybody. Straight up. He's going to need a better job. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I know. Did you see Jared's testimony? Well, I heard about it. Of course, we don't have any cameras there, but I have heard about it, and I'm going to show you a picture again, everybody. I heard that both Jared and Eric. Oh wait, Jared. I'm sorry. I've heard about it, but I didn't see it. Yes. Do you mean Don Jr.? I didn't see Jared's testimony in New York, Hitch. I'm mixed up. Everybody, don't be scared. I didn't hear about it. Jared didn't. Right. I was going to say, thanks, Deborah. Yeah, I mean, Don Jr. and Eric testified. Yeah. I'm just trying to show you Meadows, everybody, okay? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Here it is. So this is Mark Meadows. All right, putting it away. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Don Jr. Yeah. Both he and Eric were not particularly stellar. So many characters, so little time. True story. Yeah, we need a censor posted. That's so funny, but true. Oh my gosh. Yes. So it's a lot, everybody. I mean, multi-million-dollar lawsuit because of what he wrote in his book, and they pulled it from the shelf on November 2nd. And so now they're saying, you know what? I'm having a problem. Yeah, I want to know some. I know. We will see what happens. Again, this was just filed yesterday in Florida. I had to do just a little bit of digging in order to find it, but you can find it online. It is set. It's public information. Yes, they don't read what they're signing. Apparently not. Yep. It's a problem. Oh my gosh. If the book was true and it wasn't, seems like a solid case. Absolutely, it is. It does seem like a solid case. So that's the whole issue. What did he testify in front of the grand jury about? What information did he give to Jack? Because the information, according to his book, has been what he has been saying this whole time. So both pieces can't be true. What's in his book and his testimony? So I think that's a valid question. Valid question. Yeah, yes, I don't know what he's going to do here. Did he submit a worthless clause? That's a great question. No, I don't think there was a worthless clause in the agreement that they went through here. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I have a video actually I need to post on the worthless clause. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. You know, it sounds like he has already testified in front of a grand jury, everybody. All right. It sounds like he has, which is why I think more indictments will be coming very soon. So he's reported statements to the prosecutor and or his staff and his reported grand jury testimony. So he has allegedly testified in front of a grand jury at this point. Again, leading me to believe more indictments will be coming down very soon. We should see those. This lawsuit was filed too soon. No, I don't think so. I think it could have been proofread better. But if they pulled it off the shelf on November 2nd, you know, I think the next day filing a lawsuit is normal. I mean, the expenses that it would take to pull the book from the shelf alone, I think would justify going forward on a lawsuit. And they had also given him notice before too. So I think I think he shouldn't be surprised by this whatsoever. I'm surprised. I didn't realize he had a book in the works, but I think it's a good point. It's an excellent point in a situation where the press has been all about him testifying. Like the publisher doesn't even know what he's going to testify to, but there's been so much media coverage that it's negatively affected the sales of the book. Well, they agreed originally. Their original contract was signed just a few days after January 6th. So that had already been set into place. So I don't think at that time they knew what would be going on. We'll be at a table at Costco. Do you think so? Yeah, this was written by attorneys, clearly, and not, or paralegals, and clearly not an editor, which it should have. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Flute player. Oh my gosh. I wish I could say that we try so hard, but I think after you read a document so many times, or if you're in a rush, I mean, yeah, you mess up. We mess up all the time. That's why when we saw that sheet come out in front of the grand jury indictment in Georgia, we were all like, yeah, I'm glad that wasn't me, because we do that stuff all the time. We do. It happens. It's a harmless error. I mean, a lot of people, when they see misspelled words, it automatically reduces credibility instantly, and I completely understand. But for us in the legal field, we just do it all the time. We're all used to it. So my understanding is that All Seasons is part of Getty. So they're a piece off of Getty Images, but I cannot verify that with this complaint. So that's just the information I have gathered from the situation, but I do not have confirmation of that. So just so you know, that's not corroborated. That's just what I believe. The publishers in the county's jurisdiction of the defendant. So great question. There was a lawsuit clause within their contract that stated if there was to be a lawsuit, it had to be filed here. So that's what the jurisdiction is. The agreement they signed said if we have any problems, we have to litigate it here in Florida. So with everyone agreeing to that, that's why it's been filed here. So they set that out. All Seasons Landscaping stuff. No, that's not right at all. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that's why they filed it in Florida. Oh my goodness. I can't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so no, there was a joint agreement Did the judge in New York issue a gag order on Trump's attorneys? That I don't know at this point. There's been, a lot of pinging and ponging going on with gag orders at the moment. I have not heard anything new that has come out of New York, but it's possible I may have missed it. There's a lot going on. He did. Oh, years. Oh, he did. Really? Oh, no. What are you doing in New York? Oh, my goodness. What is happening? On Friday, he did. All right. Well, hold on, everybody. Let me just pull it up real quick and see. I got to double check this. I can't even wait now. I have to look it up immediately. Hold on. New York civil docket. 1 second. Here we go. Has he issued an order or was it from the bench? I'm curious. How long till Trump files bankruptcy? Great question. Excellent question. I have no idea. Pinging and ponging. Yes, it's a technical legal term. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, the back and forth that goes on. Can we double check the John Eastman recording? No, we may not. No. You are troublesome, aren't you? Oh, my goodness gracious. No. Oh my gosh, that was, live and learn, right? Everybody live and learn. Hopefully I've been forgiven at this point. Hopefully, we will see. All right, hold on here just one moment. I am pulling up the docket here. Let's see. One more minute. So did we know, everybody, if he gave it from the bench or if he got annoyed about the filings and interviews talking about his clerk? Yes. Now, I knew that had happened. I just wasn't sure if he had actually issued an order or not. So let me take a look here. Let me see here. Okay. Here we go. I don't see an order on the docket at this point, everybody. From the bench. Okay. Oh, shoo. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm looking. I don't see it. All right. From the bench, he'll probably follow it up with a written order. All right. Yeah. Pinging, ponging, bologna sandwiches. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yes. I had heard that there had been some trouble again with his clerk. So, Judge Angeron's not playing around. I mean, you've got Court of Appeals going on and all kinds of stuff, but in the other cases, but in civil court, that man's got his courtroom there. That is his. The bench and written. So the bench just means he issued an order stating, knock it off, as opposed to a written order that's issued then through the channels is all. Typically, when an order is made from the bench, it's written into the record by the person who's sitting there, the court reporter, rather than the judge going back into chambers and writing out an order. Usually, there will be a written order that follows the bench order, which is what he's done before. So he will probably have a written order coming out soon. I'm looking at the docket right now, and I don't see a written order following it yet. So I'm sure it's probably just on the way. But hasn't been there yet. So very interesting, everybody. Yes, this whole gag order situation is a very, very unique situation. Oh, absolutely. So this is really all I had, everybody, for tonight. I know this was kind of a quick pop-up. I had just pulled this case and just had to share with everybody. It was just so interesting. Thought, oh my gosh, I have to share it with everybody. But this is really all I have for tonight. Oh my goodness. Yes. I needed Saturday laughs. Oh, Frank, of course. Of course. You are very welcome, everybody. You're welcome. I'm doing okay. Oh, yes. I've got my sushi. This is my level of professionalism for a Saturday, everybody. Need a recap. Sure. So what we have here, All Seasons Press had given an advance to Mark Meadows to write a book in 3 different installments. Now, the information in the book, the publisher's concern isn't true based off of what he had to testify to for the grand jury or in order to get immunity. So they're suing him because they had to pull the book from the shelf. Yep. Yes, it's a pen. I know, it's my chopsticks pen. Yes, indeed. Yep. But that's all I've got for you tonight, everybody. I will go ahead and sign off. I know it was really quick, but I just popped on to say hello and let you know about this fun lawsuit. So I will be back again very, very soon, everybody. Very soon, of course. So tonight was just a real quick popping on quick to say hello. So yeah, I'm gonna have to let you go. Oh, no, it's okay. I've got lots and lots of stuff coming up on my Tube of You channel, so I'm posting every day. My lives as quick as I can. So this is one of my fall rings. This is a Labradorite, one of my favorite ones. Yes, my fall rings have come out of the box. All Seasons Legal Department. Don't forget the time change. Oh my gosh, so true. And good night, Travis. Take care. Stay warm, Travis. Oh my goodness. Oh, you all are funny. Yes, a new season of rings. You got to change your rings with your seasons, right? So yes, this is one of my fall rings. All right, everybody, have an amazing night. Thanks again for hanging out with me and having a few chuckles. Yes, the rings are out, so we've changed seasons for sure. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.